Alright, area. Area is the number of unit squares in an object. If you pick any object, any shape, it's the number of squares you can put into it. And we measure those based on its dimensions. So for an inch, and you think, well, what size square is that? We have 1 inch by 1 inch. This corresponds to 1 square inch. If you made it bigger and you had a foot by a foot, it'd be a square foot. I know you've all heard of that: square foot, square inch, square yard. It's the dimensions of it. And so what we're looking for is the area here. It's just the number of squares. And this little square right here, how many squares are there? Well, you could sit there and just count them all, but that's going to take a while. But what you can do is just look at it mathematically. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares across. So in this row there are 6, and as you keep going up, there's 6 in every single row. Well, how many rows are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6 squares in the row, and you have 6 sets of those. That's multiplication. 6 sets of 6 is 36. And this is where we get our formula. Area is just base times height. If you know how many squares there are, that'll be the base in one row. And then if you know the height, you know how many sets of that base you have, which is where we get base times height. And you can just plug it in. So whenever you're looking for the area of an object, all you have to do is count the squares. And the best way to do that is to find out what the base times the height is. So I'm going to let you do all of these little shapes on here and find out what the area is. But I'm going to do this big one right in the front here. So if you count it out, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 25 squares. And then the height, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. And we want to double count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So to find the area, that means we have 25 squares across, and we have 9 sets of them. So we have 25 times 9, which is 225. And then you're going to put units squared. Alright, so I want you to hit pause now on the video, and you try the rest of them. Okay, so here are all the answers. You had 36 unit squares, 16 unit squares, and so on. And here are the answers for the bottom one. Now if you look at this little one at the very bottom, I know you probably already have it down, but if you look at it, it's basically 2 rectangles, and whenever we're doing an area here, these are areas of rectangles. So in order to find this, you'd have to just break it basically into 2 rectangles. And you may have broke it in differently than me, so don't erase your answer yet. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 2. So 6 by 2 is 12 units squared. And then this one's 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 24 units squared. So that's a total of 12 plus 24, which is 36. The whole point is to take any shape that you're given and break them into rectangles. If you have a rectangle, you can find the area by doing base times height. So here's our one question. Find the area of a room that is 12 feet by 10 feet. How do you do that? Well, this is a room. So if you were to draw a room, we're assuming it's a rectangle, and that means it's 12 feet by 10 feet. And then our area is just 10 times 12, which is 120 feet. So the answer is, feet squared. These are squares, so you want to make sure that the answer is square feet. Area is 120 square feet. All right, thank you.